Alright guys, it's still Color TV Entertainment, and I am here with a very renowned personality when it comes to pageantry and pageant industry. So I would love him to introduce himself because there are a lot of things I don't know about him, and I would really want the viewers out there to know a lot about him. So please, sir.
Yes, my name is Andrew. I'm from Cross River State Central Business. I'm the CEO of the Society Ambassador Nigeria Pageant. Pageant that have lasted for 9 years. We're hosting our 10th year this year by December. And by the grace of God, I'm the chairman, Association of Beauty Pageant and Fashion Exhibitors Organizers of Nigeria, Cross River State Chapter.
Sir, can you tell us, there is this rumor surrounding the place about the fracas in the pageant industry. I would like you to throw a light on it. I think the viewers will want to know what is really going on in the pageant industry.
Well, for me, I really do not see it like an issue, but to an extent, it's actually not really nice when you're trying to build an industry where a whole lot of people have rightly condemned as one of the most corrupt sector in terms of entertainment. When I came on board as the chairman of the association, there are so many things I try to correct. And one of the things is trying to ensure that pageantry is seen the positive angle, not the negative side. There have been a whole lot of things, stories said here and there, molestation of young girls, using girls to extort money and all that. So when we came, we decided that look, we need to change the narrative. We need people to see pageantry and love it the way it is. Because this pageantry is not us that started it. It started in the Bible. You understand? So we should follow, and there was no corruption. There was no aspect in the Bible that says pageantry was wrongly organized or something. So for us, it's one of the economy, one of the tourism-driven sector. You understand? Because whether you like it or not, pageantry is contributing a whole lot into tourism in terms of what we have in Cross River State. If you bring a pageant, if a pageant organizer organizes a pageant, one, he pays a hotel, he pays for food, he pays for artists, he pays for lights, he pays for almost everything. So you can see that everybody benefits from that particular event. So it's events that we all need to take seriously. And that's why when a whole lot of people started putting their eyes into it, the office is not like we're making money out of the association. It's just to regulate what is happening, to ensure that we put every organizer into check. Now, some set of persons that we were working as an ESCO, because of the fact that we decided to have a new government from the national, because the association have lasted for like more than, they got registered under CAC in 2014, and since then we've been operating. This is the 9th year. So just this year they have a national election, which we have a national president as I speak. So while the national president was elected, every president has his own blueprint. So when he came on board, he decided to dissolve all chapters. And we heard it from here. I wasn't really informed. So I now put up a notice or some sort of petition to ask why should chapters be dissolved when we are not fully aware. So we sat down with some of my ESCO, and then we wrote to the national. The national said it is the policy of the new president to dissolve chapters. So we said, okay, fine. But if a chapter should be dissolved, the people, the executive, they should be aware so that we can properly tell everybody, look, we are officially dissolving the chapter here, and ensure that a new election is being conducted, and then a new executive come on board. In the process of having that discussion, the president said, okay, look, we're not going to dissolve the chapter. We're going to collapse the ESCO and ensure that new people are appointed into office. Because if we now decide to do elections, it might take a period of time to conduct elections. But the ESCO should be done. It was on that basis that the ESCO, the former ESCO was dissolved, and then an appointment was made. I was appointed again from the national to continue as the chapter chairman of Cross River State. And then I was given directives to ensure that I put names of people who will be appointed into different offices. And then I was also given an instruction that, look, the office of the vice chairman should be a lady. I had the vice chairman who was a male. I had to have a discussion with him. I told him, look, this is from the national. We are operating from the state, so we cannot go against what the national says. Your office has been taken off, so you cannot continue in that office. We're going to have a female. He said, fine, and his name is Kenneth. He said, no problem. And I said, okay, make suggestions. Who do you think will be best fit into that position? He made his suggestions. One or two made. So there were particular persons that I did not call, because at that time I didn't feel it like I need to call almost everybody to ask. I am the chairman. I think that I have that power.
Yes, yes.
You understand? To decide who becomes the vice chairman to work with me.
Yes.
I pencil out names based on what my friend and my former vice chairman has already suggested. So I send them to the national. The national now publish the names. Okay, on publishing the names, we now send the published names to the group chapter, the chapter WhatsApp group. Okay. It was in that process that two of my escorts now flame up that over their dead body, this person cannot be the vice chairman. Well, who did I consult before making this person the vice chairman? I mean, outside that, I don't think that there is anything that is wrong for what I did. I now kept quiet. I said, I don't think that you guys have that power to confront me in that manner. At least I should have some little respect. For these reasons, I'm not going to change the list. What has been published will remain. Whether you like the person or not, learn to work with the person. That is the process that got to the point where the two persons now decided that actually leaving the association to form a new association. I laughed over it because these are the same people whom I have trusted. I have opened up my leadership plan, structure to these people that know everything. So I felt bad that in whatever case, even if they felt bad with me, I think that they would have respected me to have walked to me and we have a meeting and then we resolve these things. Not for them to say, okay, because I made this person the vice chairman and then probably I took them out of a group to form another group. It is now it's happened for them to now decide to form another association of their choice. We have a small state here, we have a small association. The best thing for entertainment to go well and to grow is for us to harmonize. For us to harmonize. We don't need to begin to have separate bodies. Why are we having separate bodies? Operating the same business, in the same state. It doesn't make sense. So I discovered that this tussle for leadership, this tussle for pride or power has been in them. Has been in them. That was just what I saw. Because if that tussle for power is not in them, they would have decided to come to me and have a meeting. And by virtue of being in the industry, I am their senior in terms of organizing events. Their events, I think maybe they have stayed maybe 4 or 5 years in the industry. This is my 10th year. So by virtue of production, by virtue of organizing events, I'm their senior. And by virtue of leadership, I am also their senior. So why can't you respect me and come to me and let's have a meeting? Than you now going as far as having a separate body and then calling people and telling them that this body is not a good body. We have a better body. Come and join us.
Okay, sir. A very quick one. Would you say that this agitation was personal? Would you say they have, or was it in the best interest of the association, or was it a personal thing?
If you say it is in the best interest of the association, I don't think it's the best interest of the association, because anything that divides the attention of the people is no more a unity thing. Okay. It's a set. People are working in separate directions, and then it's bringing division. And then people are right now, as I speak to you, some people are confused of where to belong because they believe that this one is telling us leave that association, is not good, come to this one. So which one is good and which one is not good? But I will tell you with all sincerity that I'm one person that I take my time to do things. If I discover that what I'm into has no direction and has nothing to offer, I will step out.
Yes, yes.
I will step out. I cannot be part of it. This association that I belong and this association that I'm leading as a chairman is an association that I know with all facts that it has a whole lot to give to the pageantry sector. It has a whole lot. The blueprint is good. The structure are well arranged, and I see a future. I see a future because here in Cross River State we've been cheated too long. And I tell you, since we came on board, pageantry have changed. And these same people who left are part of the problems that we have. I will tell you for free. They tried at the process where it was discovered that pageantry has gotten a face and they cannot do the wrong things again. You understand? And they needed a place where they can easily portray or put what wrongs they've been trying to put. That's when they now decided to go, so that they can have that freedom. So, for me, I will tell you with all sincerity that any decision that is taken from them will be a personal decision. Will be a personal decision, not for the good of the association.
In Nigeria, how many pageantry bodies do we have?
Okay. The only recognized body that I know of and I'm part of is the Association of Beauty Pageants and Fashion Exhibitors. Any other one came out of the just the same fractions, the same issues that we're having here in Cross River State. Other one or two pageants that I don't know their name, I don't want to know their names, came out of the fact that they were angry and now decided to leave the association to go and form. Yes. So I don't know about them, but what I know and what I am very certain about in terms of national recognition is the one I belong, which is Africa.
What are the measures that your body, the body you belong to, have put in place to help upcoming pageant organizers?
Okay. From the national, the national has designed benefits for members. And one of the benefits is to ensure that they have an understanding with microfinance banks. So there's a soft loan for any organizer who does not have money, and credibly they find out that you have something to deliver. The association will guarantee you to get a loan from that bank. And then the association is also talking with big companies, car companies, so that if you're giving a car, you understand, for instance, maybe let's say Innocent Motors, you want to give a car from, so we have that, the national have that understanding with Innocent Motors to ensure that if the car is 2 million naira, our organizer, because we are many, you give it for at least 1.5 or less. And then the person can also pay you in different instrumental payments. So that is the agreement that we have with most of the car companies. And then inwardly, we say all members, when an organizer is doing an event from the national program, there should be a contribution, maybe a wedding, for instance. An organizer is having a wedding. There should be a contribution from all pageant organizers across Nigeria, from different states, so that we channel that funds to the person and support the person at that level. So those particular events are very important to us. So that's part of the things that the national is working on. First, we have just one association as far as I'm concerned across the country. Any other one, we're not part of it, we don't know them. So whoever is doing business with them is doing it on their own detriment. And Association of Beauty Pageants and Fashion Exhibitors Organizers of Nigeria is one association that is trying the best they can to ensure that most of the vices, most of the evil things that people hear about pageantry are no more. And we're also trying to curtail the kind of people who come into pageantry. There's a regulatory system. In fact, the association is a regulatory body, because as we speak, we're trying to see how it should be passed into law. We're working with the national, with some senators, to ensure that it is passed into law, so that we can have a regulatory system where somebody who wants to go into pageantry can have a license before you can operate. That's what the national is working very seriously about. And then secondly, I want to also tell anybody who is coming into pageantry to know that there's so much benefit in it. We're not just doing pageantry for doing sake. We're promoting tourism. We're promoting what we have as fashion, our culture. You understand? Our tradition as well. Because now, most of our pageant, most organizers will tell them, please promote homegrown language, so that people can know that we have a language to speak and not just English. Because that is one of the things that is killing us. We are deriving from what we have as a homegrown language. Everywhere you go, English, English, English. So there's that need for us to start promoting that in our events. So pageantry is a sweet thing. Pageantry is not just carrying girls to parade girls. There is so much, it's a career. Let me say that, it's a career because we promote fashion a whole lot.
Just drop your question in the comment section and we're going to respond to you. He's going to respond to you directly. Thank you so much.
Yes, my name is Agno Raymond. I'm the CEO of Business Pricing Ambassador Nigeria. I'm the chairman, Cross River State Association of Beauty Pageant and Fashion Exhibitors Organizers of Nigeria. I love what I do. I love fashion, I love pageantry, I love entertainment. And also, let me also tell you that I'm not just a pageant organizer, I'm a filmmaker. I'm a director, a qualified director from Pefti Film Institute, Lagos. So fashion, image promotion is one of the things I love most. And I tell you what, here in Color TV, where everything happens, where image is promoted, I want you to keep watching Color TV because it's one of the best TVs in Africa.
Thanks to my fans that stand with me from the beginning of the contest.